A police officer just added you to their private circle. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says a police officer just added you to their private circle, and what you are about to discover will shake the very core of your understanding. This is no ordinary action, and this is no random connection. Heaven has watched silently for years as your name became whispered in secret meetings, as files were drawn with your picture stamped in red, and as your destiny became a point of intense spiritual warfare. Now, the time for silence has ended. And the voice of God is thundering across the heavens to reach you today, because what was hidden is now being revealed. A police officer, guided not just by duty but by a divine assignment, has taken a step that marks a turning point in your spiritual and physical life. But why? Why would a law enforcement officer, someone trained in logic, investigation, and protocol, suddenly take an unexplainable interest in you? The answer lies beyond human reason. It dwells in realms unseen, where angels gather evidence, and demons attempt to interfere. This officer isn't just working for a department, they're working under divine instruction, unknowingly or knowingly, to uncover something critical concerning you. You were chosen long ago for a path of great power, influence, and light. But there are those who cannot bear the thought of your rise. There are those who have attempted to rewrite your fate by tampering with documents, leaking false accusations, and inserting you into a web of confusion. And now, this officer has stumbled across something they weren't supposed to see: a sealed file, a corrupted chain of communication, a list with your name encoded under a false identity. What they saw disturbed them to their core. This is your wake-up call. You are being observed not just by this officer, but by a divine team sent to protect your calling. This officer is the first sign that the net is both closing and breaking open. They didn't add you to their private circle out of interest. They did it out of necessity. Because they need to protect you before something irreversible happens. Because something is about to be leaked. A major piece of your destiny has been wrapped in a false story. Someone has tried to erase your name from a prophetic registry of favor, and instead substitute it with shame, confusion, and chaos. But, no more. No more lies will survive the light. No more sabotage will remain hidden under paperwork. No more delays. The name that has been slandered, your name, is about to be redeemed in a way so powerful it will become a testimony across nations. And that police officer? They are part of that process. They are not here to investigate you, but to protect a prophecy tied to you. But be warned, the reason this all started is rooted in danger. A woman close to you paid someone to erase records that would have led to your favor. She knew that a certain document, if surfaced, would instantly shift favor to you, in court, in wealth, in relationships, in ministry. So she worked with someone in the shadows. Someone with access. And now, That paper trail is being followed by someone who was never supposed to find it. That's the police officer. Heaven has declared that this season is a season of divine exposure. There are files coming out, photos surfacing, emails recovered, surveillance reversed. Things said about you in confidence are being played back in the ears of divine messengers. Angels are whispering warnings. The atmosphere is heavy with urgency. You can feel it. That tightness in your spirit. That unexplained pressure. The reason is spiritual. Because something dark is being broken, and light is about to surge into places where you were kept bound. Watch your circle. Because some of the people praying for you are actually preying on you. They are studying your weaknesses, smiling at your success while plotting your fall. This is why that police officer felt compelled to act. They saw an inconsistency. They saw a name on a blacklist who shouldn't be there. And it was your name. But now that you've been added to their private circle, a protection protocol is being activated. Your steps are no longer ordinary. Your delays are being reversed. You are not crazy. You are not paranoid. You have felt eyes on you because there were eyes on you. But now, heaven has sent watchers to cover you, to dismantle traps, and to destroy plots set to embarrass you. A letter is coming. A sealed document with information so sensitive it was previously classified. But your name is on it. And the officer who added you is the one who made sure it wasn't destroyed. They were supposed to shred it. But something in their soul screamed, "Save it." That something was a divine push. And now, that file is on a journey. From archives to evidence. From silence to exposure. From shame to your elevation. You must be ready, because what is being revealed will shock even you. A person you defended. A person you trusted. A person you never suspected is at the center of this storm. They saw your light and hated it. They tried to clone your identity spiritually and physically. There was an attempt to use your name on something illegal. But it failed. Why? Because heaven intervened. That police officer was about to walk away, but their spirit would not rest. Dreams started haunting them. They saw your face, heard your name. And when they asked, "Who is this person?" the answer came in waves of divine clarity: they are chosen. They must be protected. So now, you are not just under human protection. You are under divine watch. Archangel Michael has taken a stand. He is wielding a sword of truth and cutting through every false layer attached to your life. Every lie spoken about you. Every document forged. Every spiritual trap laid. Every connection poisoned. It is all being dismantled. The person who started this all is terrified. Because they just realized what they thought would end you is about to elevate you. That the file they created to bury you is the very file that will open doors to your greatest breakthrough. But you must act. You must stay alert. You must pray like never before. Because while your name is being cleared, the war is not over. Jealousy is raging. Demons are screaming. And the darkness that tried to drown you is being blinded by your rising light. Do not take this moment lightly. This isn't just spiritual talk. This is real, tangible, measurable. You will see signs. Phone calls will come. People will suddenly vanish from your life. Invitations will be revoked. But all of it is divine protection. You must not mourn what you lose in this season. Because what you are gaining is far greater than anything that ever left you. You are being positioned for a reversal. A divine reset. A full circle moment. And the police officer? They are the divine clue that it has begun. Every injustice you suffered. Every accusation. Every disappointment. Every blocked blessing. Every tear cried in silence. It has reached heaven, and the answer has arrived in the form of an investigation that wasn't supposed to happen, but now cannot be stopped. The enemy is panicking. The enemy is losing. And you? You are rising. Prepare for contact. Prepare for clarity. Prepare for compensation. Because what you lost in silent seasons is being returned with interest. Documents you never saw. Money you never received. Inheritances delayed. Opportunities blocked. Relationships broken. All of it is under divine review. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. The police officer who added you is watching from afar. They can't say much. But their spirit knows. Their soul knows. And their action triggered heaven's next move. You are no longer in hiding. You are no longer the victim. You are no longer the one underestimated. You are the headline in heaven's journal. You are the testimony being written in real time. And when it's over, even your enemies will say, truly, God was with them. So rise. Stand. Speak to your soul. Command the chains to break. Decree the delay to end. Announce your arrival. For God says, the private circle has gone public. And the truth is marching forward with fire in its wings. This is your time. This is your uncovering. This is your divine reversal. It started with a name on a file. It ended with your name being elevated by heaven. Believe it. Speak it. Declare it. The officer added you. The heavens activated for you. The truth is coming. And your vindication will be undeniable. Listen now, because what I'm about to reveal will shake you. This is not just a message. It is a divine interruption. A heavenly alert. You've been walking through life thinking certain things were coincidences, thinking certain people came into your space without purpose. But what you didn't see was the hand of divine orchestration hovering over your name. Your spirit knew something was coming. Your heart felt the tension. You've been sensing a change, a tremble in the atmosphere, but you couldn't name it. Now, heaven is naming it for you. It begins here, right now, with this truth. A police officer just added you to their private circle, and the reason is not what you think. This isn't about crime. This isn't about law. This is about revelation. This is about exposure. Someone behind the scenes has been tracking your life. Someone with authority. Someone with the power to unlock doors, and to expose secrets. But they didn't come on their own. They were sent. Sent by a divine force. Because your name came up in a meeting not of this world. Your case, your struggle, your silence, your pain, it reached the ears of someone who isn't just working with badges, but with destiny. Someone who can access places others cannot. Someone who has access to what has been hidden from you. The dangerous reason? It's this: you've been the target of something spiritual wearing a physical disguise. For months, maybe even years, someone has been trying to quietly pull you down. Quiet manipulation. Hidden agendas. Whispers behind closed doors. And they thought you wouldn't know. They thought you wouldn't catch on. But God says, enough is enough. The silence is being broken. What they did in the dark is coming into the light. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. The officer didn't add you to their private circle by chance. God moved their hand. God whispered your name into their assignment. What was once a coincidence is now divine strategy. This officer is part of the exposure. They have been led to you for a mission greater than justice. It's about protection. They've seen something. They know something. There is a file, a folder, a message with your name on it, and what's in it is shocking. Someone has tried to use your name in a way that was never authorized. Someone forged words about you, tried to manipulate your reputation, tried to steer opportunities away from you. And you had no idea. But God did. And He's not silent anymore. He is a defender of the voiceless. A restorer of the stolen. A protector of the chosen. And you, yes you, are chosen. You're not reading this message by mistake. This moment is divine evidence that you have been seen. You've been watched over. Not by spies of this world, but by heavenly surveillance. Your prayers weren't just heard. They were recorded. The sleepless nights, the emotional storms, the questions you screamed in the privacy of your heart, God caught every single one. And He responded. He sent someone who has access to systems you don't even know exist. He sent someone who has the badge, but also the burden. A burden to see justice done. A burden to see you protected. A burden to make sure what was done against you is not left unresolved. You were never crazy. You weren't paranoid. Your instincts were holy. You sensed something was off. You just didn't know how deep the roots went. God is now ripping those roots from the ground. What's been buried is being unearthed. But He needs you to stay strong. He needs you to stay still. Do not retaliate. Do not panic. Do not try to fix it yourself. What God is handling for you in the next few days will shock you. What looks like chaos is actually a courtroom in heaven being called to order. There are documents. There are conversations. There are photos. There are recordings. And someone tried to keep it away from you. But heaven said, enough. God is removing the veil. The officer was not looking for you randomly. You were highlighted. Illuminated in their mind. Pulled into focus by a spiritual tug they could not explain. And the more they looked into your situation, the more they realized, this is deeper than anyone knows. Someone underestimated who you really are. They saw you as easy to silence. Easy to confuse. Easy to push aside. But they didn't know who stands behind you. God is your warrior. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword. The angels are circling. And the person who thought they could break you is now being watched. Heavily. Spiritually. Legally. This isn't revenge. This is correction. Divine correction. Because when God sees His child being wronged, He does not sit back. He moves. And right now, He's moving fast. You may start to notice strange things. Phone calls that seem odd. Messages that feel off. People acting nervous around you. That's because the spiritual world is stirring. They can feel what's coming. The ones who thought they got away with betrayal are now realizing they're being tracked. Not just by man, but by the divine. You will not be harmed. You are safe. You are guarded. You are surrounded. Nothing formed against you will prosper. No weapon. No spell. No accusation. No manipulation. The accusations that were designed to paint you as something you're not will fall apart. The gossip will fall flat. The schemes will boomerang back to the sender. You don't have to fight for your name. God is doing it for you. The police officer? That's just one of many sent to carry out God's justice. There is a bigger plan here. A bigger promise. God is not just exposing your enemies. He's elevating you in the process. You are about to be honored in the same place you were humiliated. You are about to be called back into rooms that once shut their doors on you. Because this isn't about punishment, it's about restoration. God restores in ways that no human could ever plan. And when He restores, He adds interest. Every delay you faced will become acceleration. Every loss will become a lesson wrapped in reward. The dangerous reason is this: someone paid to keep the truth about you hidden. Someone intentionally manipulated information. Someone tried to erase your identity from a platform God destined for you. But heaven intervened. And now the records are shifting. The truth is surfacing. And the person who tried to replace you, remove you, erase you, they're the ones under review. Do not fear. Do not shake. God will be with you. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. That is your part. The rest, He is handling. What's coming next will feel surreal. You'll hear conversations that confirm everything your spirit already knew. You'll receive calls, messages, opportunities that will seem random, but they are not random. They are redemption. And this time, nothing and no one can take it from you. Because it's ordained. Because heaven signed it. Because your name is written in a book that no enemy can edit. You were born for this moment. You were built to survive this chapter. You were anointed to rise from this trap. Nothing they planned against you will work. Not the jealousy. Not the betrayal. Not the subtle sabotage. Not the manipulative smiles. They are being removed. Every single one. And God is replacing them with real ones. Loyal ones. Divine allies. Including that officer, whose role will surprise you. Their position will become part of your story. Because God is showing you that even in earthly systems, He places divine protection. So take a deep breath. Stand tall. You are being defended from realms seen and unseen. Do not chase down lies. Do not explain yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Simply keep your eyes on God. Keep your prayers honest. Speak to Him like the child He calls beloved. Your voice moves mountains. Your faith activates miracles. The circle you've been added to is not a trap, it's a trigger for truth. A heavenly strategy. An opening to a door that's been locked too long. You've been outside for years. You've waited, watched, and wondered. But no more. The wait is over. You're being called in. Not because of who you know, but because of who knows you. God. The one who never forgot your name. The one who sees what no one else sees. The one who's been writing your vindication in heaven's ink. Soon, you'll walk into spaces with peace in your heart and fire in your spirit. No fear. No shame. Just grace, favor, and divine clarity. And when it happens, you will remember this moment. These words.